Hey, and welcome back to another episode of Chad's Perspectives. And you've probably seen the thumbnail and understand that that parental advisory sticker means that we're going to talk some shit. So, now because I have the parental advisory sticker, what kind of parent would I be if I play the normal intro? So, we will skip my co star here. It's one of the few times that I do that. And we are going to dive right into what has me fed up. Now, in all things, I like to be transparent. And no one can deny, and even if someone does deny, they're just full of shit anyway, that I support my community, my YouTube creator community, the YouTube space in general. Obviously, I benefit from it, so I support it. And I also support my fellow creators who went from people I admired to people who I was fans of to people who, if I should be so bold, but to call friends and colleagues. But this community, because of my love for said community, I also have to defend the community. And sometimes you have to defend things from threats from both outside and from within. So we're going to do some perspectives about some of the things I've seen in the community that I think could make it better. The whole point of the matter is we have a lopsided dynamic where there are a couple of huge people at the top, and then everyone is pretty much mulling around for the scraps. Now, there are channels bigger than mine, smaller than mine, way bigger than mine, way smaller than mine. And I understand that everybody has their place, but to relay the idea of responsible finances and using credit cards in a way to do things that you normally otherwise would not be able to do or not be able to afford to do, and being rewarded for being responsible doesn't have to be something boring. It shouldn't have to be something that you should sell to people. But if we're gonna sell it, which I'm totally okay with because I don't like leaving money on the table, give me that. We need to do a little bit more. So that's enough of an intro. Let's go ahead and dive into these perspectives. So, perspective one, get to the fucking point already. That's the best way I can say it. Get to the point. Now, as you can see, I did a little intro and I tried to pretty much stay on topic as to what it is that I wanted to talk about. Often I listen, and anyone who knows me knows I listen to a lot. I listen to a lot of YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube because I enjoy the community, but so often am I working with both hands with my trusty AirPods in my ear, only to find that someone has taken a point that they could have said in 30 seconds and stretched it out to an 8-minute video that is full of fluff and a bunch of bullshit that nobody cares about. Just get to the point. Get no one look, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I got a family. I rope them in and I include them in some of these things, but I'm gonna keep it real with you. People who really want to do this, they don't care about your anecdotal examples for all sorts of stuff, vagaries, your miles may vary, and I'm guilty of some of this stuff too. So look, this is what I'm trying to relate to you. Just get to the point. This is for my creators. This is for the people stepping into the creator space. Get to the goddamn point already. We've already clicked on your video. We need you to get there. I get it. I will never knock anybody for trying to sell their knowledge, but you gotta have more oomph. And to find out that you've gotten to this video only to hear about the Chase 524 rule for the 117th millionth time is kind of ridiculous. Just get to the point so we can all move on with our day. Don't worry, you'll still get the views. All right, second perspective. Respect the audience's time. I get it, you're just making videos. Respect the audience's time. That means if you're not gonna script your videos, I don't script my videos. I don't. I do an outline, a rough outline. Sometimes videos like this one, I just go right off the dome and I just figure it out, and I don't promise you production value. I always make the same promise. I want you to be the most discerning credit card holder in the room, or I just want to share my perspectives with you. But respect your audience's time. If you are going to ramble and just babble on all sorts of useless nonsense, remember those anecdotal examples that I referred to in the last example? Have the decency to include chapters. How many times have I seen videos where I have sat through just minutes of inane bullshit just to see if there's a point that they're not getting to, or only to find out that it's a point that, oh, this is something that's pretty much common knowledge. So I say that because we owe our viewing audience the respect of being respectful of their time, giving back their 8 minutes. You know, make a 4-minute video. Okay, you're not gonna be able to monetize it or it'll be short. Big deal. If you really care about your audience, you're going to make it your business to respect their time. And that's all I can really say about that without putting a bunch of dumb filler in for this perspective. So it's probably going to be the shortest one. See? Time respected. All right, perspective number 3, and I don't want this to go over anybody's head. Authenticity is for you, even more so than your audience. Now me and some of the older guys here, we all, we make little jabs or whatever, people who don't travel, talking about team travel and this and that, whatever, team cashback and yada, yada, yada. You guys already know how I feel about the teams. If anyone asks you, because this is a place for the discerning credit card user, if anyone asks you, which team are you? Team travel or team cashback? Here's your answer, and this is my perspective. The answer to that question is, grow the fuck up. We've already prepaid for the points. There is no travel, there is no cashback. Money's money. I just think it's just a reason for people to pick sides who really they're talking about the game, but are you really playing the game? Are you really in it to win it? So this authenticity that I'm talking about is respect your audience enough to really be authentic with what you say and live through it. It's okay to not travel. It's okay to amass credit card points. It is okay. Now, that sounds weird because I always preach earn and burn, but I am talking personally for you. Not your miles may vary. Let's talk about all these varying miles. Are you a credit card point hoarder? It's okay to be so. If that's what makes you happy, that's great. I mean, hell, if it makes you happy, it makes me smile. What do I care? They're your points. You want to waste them, devalue them? Hey, you know what? For shits and giggles, knock yourself out. Don't ask to borrow any of my points, but it's okay. But be authentic about it. Just say, hey, I'm hitting signups and I'm amassing points, but I really simply just have absolutely no plan for them, but it's a way for me to be in. Boom, that's authentic. If you claim to be team travel and this and that, whatever, it's okay to travel domestically. If you want to do all aspirational travel, that is great. Or if you like to see aspirational travel, but can only travel domestically or are only intending on traveling domestically, that's great too. But just keep it real. Don't tell me how many times I can get a trip to Honolulu for 10,000 Turkish miles, yet you never actually tell me how. Don't tell me how many different ways I can get to Dubai or get to Paris and this and that, whatever, and you don't have a fucking passport. Come on, you got to be kidding me. Don't tell me everywhere that I can go in the US or what I can do with an international partner to book a domestic flight, only to find out you've not left your home state because you're gonna go on your very first trip here in a bit. Just be authentic. It's okay. If you haven't lived it, you haven't lived it. Everybody aspires to be something. When I started in this game, a video that really caught my attention was some guy who used a ton of points to go to the Maldives. I'm not interested in going to the Maldives, but just the act of him being able to use points to do something that was a crazy amount of money inspired me to take all sorts of wild trips that I love to take, and it has been amazing. But authentically speaking, I only speak about the things that I have lived. That's what it is. And if I say I'm going to do it, I stick to it. So once again, authenticity is almost more important to you as a creator than it is to the audience, because you just come off better. You just come off realer and you come off much more relatable. I mean, you don't have to have a huge channel, but trust me, it works. People like to know that they're listening to somebody they can believe in. Now, for the next perspective, have a little personality. Shit. Too often, you get people who want to watch the YouTube meta. So, they'll have their little studio with a blue light or a green light or some sort of mood lighting, and Don't get me wrong, it's Hollywood quality video. Jesus Christ, you can see the pimple on a fly's ass right behind them on their video, and that's great. But the problem is, you don't have any personality. So then all you hear is, cue the music, the Chase 524 rule, just in case you did not know, is when Chase might automatically deny you if you've had five, because you know that's definitely has to be in 8 out of 10 videos that you watch, because no one's ever heard a fucking 524 rule. Give me a break. Have some personality. Don't sit here and tell me even things with your life. This is your life. This is your story. Put a little spice in it. Have a little pizzazz. It's okay. You don't have to read directly off the script. Make a mistake. It's okay. But I tell you what, there's no reason to be a robot, because who does that really help? I get it. Get chase cards first, because you have to get chase cards first because of the 524 rule. Or Amex has high annual fees, and I don't like annual fees. It's all the same tropes over and over again. Yes, I get it. Oh my God, let it go already. I don't care about how many effective annual fees you have. Are you using the cards? What are you using the cards for? Tell me about it. What'd you do? Did you drink? Did you puke? Did you go to the, how do I say this? The adult dancy girl house? Did you do that? I want to know. This is your story. This is your life. This you are affecting me. You are affecting my financial life, and I want to be able to take people seriously, but I have to understand that you are more than just a drone that is making sure that the lighting is correct and that the shadowing is correct and the boom mic is like right around, right, nope, sorry, like up here, because that's what you read on or watched on a page like Think Media or some shit like that. That's it. Have some personality. It's okay to have some personality. It's all right. No one will hold it against you. All right, we have another one. What is popular isn't always useful, and what is useful isn't always popular. I can't even lie to you. I've seen thing after thing gain traction in this community and literally get run into the ground because everybody wants to let everybody know that they know everything about everybody. So I'm just gonna cut to the chase. I really can't stand the fact that Sledge, let you guys know about the upgrade downgrade game with Amex. Now, this is not a knock against Sledge. That is the homie. Salute. But the thing is that now it's everywhere. I can't stand the fact that, a certain someone, you know what I mean? It's not like I'm pointing any fingers or anything, no hints here. Told people about the Hilton gift card, purchase opportunity with the Surpass. Even up to the point that Hilton, the gift card people, said that they were running out of supplies. Nobody runs out of gift cards. Come on, they can do e-gift cards. That's a bunch of shit. The thing is that a lot of people don't understand that in this little echo chamber of ours, it's not private. People at Amex are watching. People at Chase are watching. People at Citi, Capital One, Hilton, they're watching. You don't think, I've said this a million times and I don't get why no one understands this. I've even actually heard it said on other channels and other collectives, and of course I'm never credited, but what the fuck ever. Data is currency. You don't do anything with these people's currency and their benefits without them knowing down to the man, woman, and child. Trust me, they're not aggregating. They want to know every single purchase. They want to know every single redemption, and they have a record of it. So when we all start talking about one trick, don't get me wrong, they know about it. They can watch just like any other Joe Schmo. Come on, let's start keeping this stuff on Discord. Because, look, like I said, it is what it is. What's popular may not always be useful, or at least its usefulness may run out, and what's useful is not always popular. So let's just keep it a buck. Let's keep it real. We have tricks. We have things. Let's find other ways to communicate about it, because having this kind of stuff in an open forum, you'll end up getting like a Calby rule. I hear like Built has like him under surveillance. I'm just saying, allegedly. Allegedly. And finally, you already know, even though most of these have been kind of like YouTube perspectives, this is a straight up YouTube perspective for creators who are in it now, not perspectives, not prospects or anything like that. This is going to be very simple. Be coachable, be reachable. If you ask for the advice, take the advice. No one becomes Graham Stephan overnight. No one becomes Mr. Beast overnight. No one becomes whoever these big guys are who do stuff. And even they, save for Mr. Beast, because he was really the first big ultra YouTuber, most of them learned from somebody or learned from a collective of people where they took parts here, there, and everywhere. Be coachable. Look, if you start a YouTube channel with the intention on making money and you have no intention on spending money in order to make money, sit your cheap ass at home. Cheapy McTightwad. There's no point in that. If you don't have the wherewithal to spend 50 bucks on a simple lav mic to make the sound better, because most people listen to YouTube even more so than watch it, then stay your cheap ass off the camera, because you're not gonna have the success that you have because you're not coming into it with good faith. But be coachable. You have to be. Don't ask for advice and then do it your way. That doesn't make any sense. Don't just think that only by watching people who have taken years to perfect their craft, that if you just emulate them, you got it made. Remember, you might not have a fucking personality. So, just think about that, be coachable, be reachable, and I guarantee you that if you just humble yourself and take some coaching, even from people who don't have the subscriber count that you would like to aspire to, you never know what you can learn from others. So be coachable. And that is it from my perspectives. That is all. I'm not going to hang around too long. And the only reason I decided to put these out is because I love this community. I will always reiterate the fact that I love this community, and I try to show support on all corners, everywhere, because you never know who can be what and what kind of push they may need to really break through the glass ceiling. But I got to keep it real. I don't mind saying the things that you guys might not be able to say, but even I have my limits. Some of this shit has me fed up. So let's just do better. That's it. You don't have to do better for me. I'm a nobody. But do better for you. Who knows? Maybe you can get on team travel. I'm just bullshitting. Anyway, pointy thing. Boom, 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 boom. Not gonna hang around, because remember, I said, get to the goddamn point in the beginning. But that's it. See you later.